On the Headbangers Ball, we got the Bad Brains, we got Dr. No, and we got Daryl.
That's right.
Welcome to the Headbangers Ball. How you guys doing?
Welcome, Headbangers.
Huh?
How you doing?
Now, you guys have been part of the hardcore scene since 1977, right?
It wasn't called hardcore in those days.
What was it? Was it punk?
Punk
I
rock.
guess.
Let me ask you a question, okay?
Oh.
Let me just ask you, this is a question from me, because I was, I guess, part of the punk scene in the early 80s. Do you see a big difference between punk now and a lot of the thrash and speed metal? I mean, I remember when punk was
Musically?
first, well, when punk was first out, and a lot of the bands back in the late 70s, and it was all like, oh God, all the guys with long hairs. There was a song called Kill the Hippies.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, remember that?
Yeah.
And,
California band.
yeah. Do you remember, and it seems like now a lot of the thrash and a lot of the punks, you go to a lot of the thrash shows and kids are slamming, there's a lot of skinheads there, and a lot of guys with long hair. Do you think that thrash and punk have kind of mixed up? And now is it called hardcore?
I don't think punk exists anymore, really. Punk rock is something of the past, you know? Now they got the speed metal, the hardcore. That's one thing the Headbangers got to know.
The Headbangers.
Speed metal and hardcore is different.
Now, when you guys first started, would you say that you were punk?
Definitely, yeah, I would say.
And now
punk.
your music hasn't, I mean, definitely, I mean, we've been watching the video Soulcraft for a long time here. Not a long time, but we played a lot on the Headbangers Ball. And got a lot of mail. I like it. A lot of people like it. And it's definitely, you guys are unique. You have a certain style. What would you say that your style is? Is there a way to sum it up?
As far as like hardcore or whatever, actually we just play jive music, jive rock. That's the
Did you
way
coin
we like
that
to.
term?
Yeah.
I don't think
because-
that we like really sit back and say, well, we're going to write this kind of rock song or nothing like that. We just sit back as musicians and go, okay, we're going to just put this riff together. How you like that one, Doc? And you go, yeah, let's
Right.
kick off that one. And then
play
that's how
it.
we come up with our style.
Well, we're going to play a video, and we're going to be talking to you guys in a little bit. But right now, we got something from Testament. This is a cover version of the old Aerosmith, Nobody's Fault song. It's Testament.
Bang your head.
Back here on the Headbangers Ball with Dr. No and Daryl from the Bad Brains. Now, you guys did a little lineup change.
This is Earl right here, sitting next to us.
He's with us in spirit,
Yeah.
just the sticks.
Vibes.
Now, speaking of Earl, you guys did a little lineup change, and now you're back with the original lineup change, which has HR and Earl back in the band, right?
Correct.
Now, do you feel that it kind of like brought back the old feeling and you're like starting over, like the way it was, or?
Well, nothing ever starts over. And it's always better in the end than it was in the beginning, too. You know, you get older and you develop and you grow. And, yeah, it is better. We know each other. We've known each other 12 years. Well, known each other longer than that. We've been playing for 12 years.
Now, a lot of bands are coming out with statement songs or making either talking about politics or anti-this or positive this. I'm just going to throw out some of the titles of your songs, and maybe you can just tell us a little bit about what they're about. Okay? For one, Gene Machine, Don't Bother Me.
You want me to do that one?
Yeah, you go ahead.
Well, basically it's about cloning and just the way technology in this time has gone to the level where it actually is done kind of readily now. You know, test tube babies and the whole thing.
I think it's the thing of the future.
Well, it's happening right now. The future's now.
And how about Voyage into Infinity?
Go ahead, you take that one down.
Well, Voyage is basically, God is the ultimate and the infinite, and that voyage into infinity is being one with God.
Okay. And now, as we lead into the video, tell us a little bit about Soulcraft, and then we'll play the video. I like this song. It's
Tell 'em
definitely, definitely you guys are unique. There aren't any
Well-
bands that I heard that sound like the Bad Brains.
Soulcraft is a song, you know, it says fly the Soulcraft, you know, so it's just about like, it's almost like sailing on, if some of you people out there heard of sailing on. Similar sort of thing, you know. Get on it and let's get on with life and try to stay as positive as possible and just kick it, you know. Rock and roll, same speed.
Good message. Well, let's
Soulcraft.
check it out. Here's Soulcraft by the Bad Brains.
Sound effects.
Oh, yeah. Wasn't the one I meant to... all fun all the time here on the Headbangers Ball with Dr. No and Daryl from the band The Bad Brains, who we've been practicing this Letterman thing, and we know that every time we do it, you guys write and say, Ricky, you're a cheap imitation of David Letterman. And that's not true. I'm a cheap imitation of Pat Sajak.
All
He's
right.
even cheaper
We're
than
gonna
David
get it
Letterman.
right.
Let's try
You're
it
right
now.
about that.
Let's go.
All right, you ready?
Let's do it.
There we go.
There you go. Just like the Letterman,
That was the audience.
except he has 6 more viewers. And David doesn't see, David Letterman doesn't show his
piece of Earl
tattoos.
I
He's got like total sleeves, but that's a whole nother story. Now, you guys are going to be releasing a live album coming in April, right?
Correct.
Tell us about it. Where'd you record it? What's it about?
It was recorded
In
the
Amsterdam. You know, I was the 6th member of the Bad Brains, but you never saw me in the video.
played
I don't know if
sax
you
for
guys knew. I played sax with the Bad
He's
Brains,
a synth player.
Yeah, it was recorded at the Paradiso,
which is in Amsterdam.
which is in Amsterdam.
A crazy place.
Crazy place.
Dangerous place.
No,
Nah,
it's
it's
very nice.
Really?
Seen
Very
Isaac
nice.
Hayes
I
there.
like it there.
Isaac Hayes?
Yeah, he still had a bald head too.
Really? Did he walk in? Did it go doodle doodle?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, you know that.
Yeah. What's the crowds like in Amsterdam?
Pretty good, actually. In Europe, everybody under the age of 30 wears black, basically.
Now, I understand that, I guess, is it on this live record? You did a cover of the MC5 classic Kick Out the Jams with Henry Rollins.
It's not on this live record.
Oops.
It's for the movie Pump Up the Volume.
Pump Up the Volume.
Yeah.
And you did the MC5 song with Henry Rollins, who was in
Henry
Black
Rollins.
Flag.
Yeah.
Right?
A long
That's
time
cool.
ago, Black Flag, yeah.
Okay, he was in Black Flag a long time ago. I'm old, I'm dated, okay?
Oh, he's in the Henry Rollins band now, so I
Huh?
want to make sure.
The Henry Rollins Quartet.
Yeah, they
Well, right now, we'll be, of course, playing your video on MTV, on Headbangers Ball, and go out and buy all their records. Buy several copies, give it to your friends.
CDs and tapes.
And are you guys going to be on the road pretty soon?
It'll be a while. We're working on writing. So probably end of the summer, beginning of the fall season.
Well, we'll be looking forward to seeing you guys in our town. Want to thank you for stopping by. Coming up on the way, we've got videos from The Crew, Danzig, who's got like a really cool home video out that has stuff that we could never play on MTV. And sick of it all. But right now, here's Exodus doing The Toxic Waltz.